right now, for somebody that's maybe on a platform, or maybe they've never done paid, where do you start? Let's say you've built a business past $1 million, you've got stability, you've got cash flow, and you're trying to dive into ads and figure it out.
Where do you start?
What platform do you start on?
I'm still pro Facebook. As much as, they make my life a living hell sometimes during the week, but it's like I'm still very pro Facebook. Is it a little bit harder of a learning curve right now? Absolutely. There's no denying that. The one thing I usually tell clients, like we got a lot of clients that are in the same space. They come to us or refer to us like, hey, these guys are doing $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, whatever. They've never done any ads. They've just done a really good job at, building up a content list, affiliate plays, whatever. And my first thing to them is go back, run your ads yourself for at least 90 days. Like, I know you have your operations team, but just trust me, do yourself a favor, run your ads yourself, because, whether it's me or another agency, somebody else may want to take your money. I could do the exact same thing and be like, yeah, I'll run your ads. But if you don't know what's actually going on behind the platform, you're going to question every single thing the agency does, or the agency may just kind of school you and just be like, oh yeah, you're getting this, but you're actually not getting anything. And the reason why I want my clients, when they come to me, to at least understand that platform, so if anything happens, they know that they've also been there, so they can kind of relate to that outcome. So that's usually what I tell them. And then, people love the authenticity of that, because now they go in and actually go learn it, try it themselves. I'm like, even if you fail, you got cash flow. Just go build a list. Just focus on like something simple. Like just email us. Just go, like, even if you fail at your ads and your cost per opt-in is ridiculously high, at least you've done it and you understand it. So when we come and take it over and bring that efficiency into you, you know where you started to where we can go.
Okay. Facebook's a starting point.
Yeah. Facebook's a starting point, and it's just the easiest, in my opinion, for someone to start. YouTube's great. I love YouTube. I love Google. You can get lost very fast on YouTube. Very, very fast. Like when it comes to just kind of getting into it. And the one thing with YouTube, we realize your cost for anything front end is a lot higher in terms of lead costs, acquisition costs, whatever, but you get a better buyer on the back end just because you got so much attention with them. Where it's like, it's legitimately people are searching for something, you're putting a video, so it's like, it's intent-based marketing, really. Whereas Facebook is, you're literally marketing, and, someone's looking for, the next anniversary picture, who's getting married or whatever on their Facebook, and you're kind of coming into them at that point in time. It's more pattern interrupt, whereas YouTube's very more intent-based. So, but Facebook's just platform-wise, still a lot easier, in my opinion.
If you had to pick one other, so like obviously Facebook and Google are like the jam, right? Like it's the foundational pieces. But you talked about a few other platforms. You talked about Pinterest, which is interesting.
Yeah, Pinterest does really well in the female space, really, really well. Or we use Pinterest for just kind of audience building. We don't look at it inside of our company as a conversion network. It's just audience expansion for network and ads. Great, they're doing something there even organically with their video platform that's just blowing up. I think they're really trying to go after the TikToks of the world in a unique way. I'm still trying to figure that out, to be honest, but I'm just seeing these random pages on TikTok just get like 1 million views, 800,000 views with like the simplest shit possible. I'm like,
it's crazy.
Either they're just opening up their algorithm or something, but it's like, it still hasn't made sense. And this has just been like since 2 weeks ago. Yeah. But because I just like usually like bounce around throughout my day and like see what's working, what's not, just because at least I want to study them from like an outside organic perspective, because then it's like, if it's organic, I know I can leverage it for paid. But to answer your question, if there's one that I would say that's newer, if you can get your hands on an ad account and literally take the time to learn it, is TikTok. Insane numbers that I've ever seen in my life there.
Yeah, I have a friend who's a doctor that she's got a good pitch. She talks about sex and skin.
Yeah,
it's a good hook. But she had a video that she did that has 7.5 million views
on TikTok.
Yeah. And it's like a random thing that she just, it was her speaking on stage that somebody else posted. 7.5 million.
Yeah,
it's like crazy. How do you feel about LinkedIn?
I like LinkedIn a lot. I am personally, as a brand, heavy organic LinkedIn. So I have a full team that manages my organic LinkedIn. As an advertising platform, great for B2B, but your costs are ridiculous. Like, you're like $6 CPC sometimes. Like, it's ridiculous. So you just got to really know what you want to get out of LinkedIn. If you're gonna like focus on it, just focus on organic. That's my play. Just focus on organic.
I dig it. That's what I hear about TikTok also is, right?
But you don't want to be sitting there and like shooting content. Like, it's not for everybody. But it's like, at least with an ad, if like you can shoot once or twice, or let's just call it 5 different variations of an ad. Now you've got time to throw money at it, even if it's like $5 a day. or $10 a day or whatever. I can't remember what their entry level into it is anymore. They're always changing. But at least you're not having to shoot 50, 60, 100 videos for one to go. Like some people's business just can't sustain that. Like that's what people is like, they're so infatuated with the social media world. But it's like, figure out what your business can actually do and then leverage these networks the way they need to be leveraged. Like, can you be the next, Charlie d'Amelio and sit there doing dancing videos? Probably not. So like, figure out what you're going to do. Educate, even on TikTok. Education works unreal on TikTok.
Yeah. And do you want to be the one dancing?
Exactly.
On TikTok videos?
I'd pay to watch you dance on TikTok.